Welcome back to DT Daily. I'm Casey Montoya. Today, the Avengers breaks box office records. CTIA 2012 readies for liftoff. Google opens Hangouts On Air to all Google Plus members. ACTA dies in Europe, and text to 911 gets closer to becoming reality. Following months of anticipation, the Hollywood blockbuster The Avengers broke U.S. box office records during its opening weekend, raking in a staggering $200.3 million in just 3 days. That makes it the most successful opening weekend for a film in U.S. history. Based on the Marvel comic book series and distributed by Disney, the film's success comes as no surprise. The superhero flick had already made more than $330 million in overseas theaters during the previous week and made an additional $151 million in international markets this weekend. That brings the Avengers' total global box office sales to more than $641 million. It's a good thing, too, considering the film cost more than $200 million to make. A big week for the mobile industry. The CTIA 2012 show will officially kick off tomorrow in New Orleans. Over the next few days, wireless companies from around the world will showcase the next generations of smartphones and tablets that will dominate the mobile market for the months to come. While the show doesn't officially start until Tuesday, the announcements have already begun, with both Samsung and HTC debuting new devices. Our own Jeff Van Camp is in New Orleans, so be sure to check back with digital trends all week for the latest from CTIA. Becoming a broadcast star has never been easier. Google announced today that its Hangout On Air feature, which allows Google Plus members to stream live video hangouts to all users on the social network, is now available to all users. The Hangouts On Air feature launched last year to select users and has quietly grown a strong following. To get started, simply click Enable Hangouts On Air in your Google Plus account. The controversial anti-counterfeit trade agreement, better known as ACTA, is as good as dead in Europe. Neelie Kroes, the European Commissioner for Digital Agenda, said in a speech on Friday that the bill, which would have established strict copyright protection policies in countries around the world, is unlikely to be approved by the European Union, thanks to intense protests against the agreement, which critics said would stifle innovation and lead to censorship online. During the speech, Kroes said that now is the time to, quote, find solutions to make the internet a place of freedom, openness, and innovation fit for all citizens. The days of dialing 911 may soon come to an end. The Federal Communications Commission announced this weekend that Verizon Wireless, the largest mobile carrier in the U.S., plans to launch the country's first text to 911 service sometime in the next 12 months. Text to 911 would allow those who are unable to make a voice call to 911 to alert emergency authorities that they're in trouble via text. The FCC says the service will also include a GPS component, which will enable police, medical service, and the fire department to automatically know where the emergency is taking place. That's it for today. Check back with digital trends later for our interview with the director of the upcoming game Starhawk, the newest MacBook Air pricing rumor, and Facebook's most recent acquisition.